Alnwick Castle. This castle was a primary filming location for Hogwarts in the Harry Potter films. Its real stone walls, towers, and large grass courtyards were used for scenes like the students' first flying lesson. The castle is genuinely old, dating back to the Norman era, which gives it an authentic feeling of history. Using a real, centuries-old castle helped make Hogwarts feel more believable and established than a newly built set ever could. Hatley Castle. In the X-Men movies, this building is the exterior of Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. It's a real historic site in Canada, built in a grand, castle-like style. The filmmakers chose it because its traditional and elegant appearance provides a strong contrast to the extraordinary, futuristic powers being taught inside. This helps ground the fantastic elements of the story in a setting that looks respectable and real. Gloucester Cathedral. The hallways of Hogwarts were often filmed inside this cathedral. Its most famous features are the fan-vaulted ceilings in the corridors, which have a unique and intricate pattern. This style of Gothic architecture was designed to look impressive and create a sense of wonder. For the films, these grand, historic hallways provided the perfect atmosphere for a school of magic, adding a sense of awe and history to the scenes. Doune Castle. This castle is famous for appearing in both comedy and drama. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, its simple, strong medieval design was used for many different castles in the film. Later, in Game of Thrones, the same castle was used as the original location for Winterfell. Its plain, functional look makes it very versatile, able to represent a typical castle in one story and a stark northern fortress in another. Bradbury Building. The interior of this historic office building is a famous sci-fi location, especially from the movie Blade Runner. The building is known for its central open area with skylights, ornate iron railings, and open cage elevators. To create a dark, futuristic mood, the filmmakers added smoke, artificial rain, and neon lighting. This combination of old, beautiful architecture and gritty effects created the film's distinct, influential look. Espaces de Braxas. This large, postmodern apartment complex is often used in movies to represent a controlling, dystopian society. It was featured in Brazil and the Hunger Games. The buildings use classical shapes like arches and columns, but at a massive, overwhelming scale. This makes the individual residents seem small and insignificant. The design, which looks both grand and prison-like, is a powerful visual for a story about an oppressive government. Wadi Rum. This desert is Hollywood's favorite stand-in for other planets. Its huge, open valleys of red sand and dramatic rock formations have been used to create the landscapes of Mars in The Martian and the desert planet Arrakis in Dune. The area's unique color and massive scale look so different from most places on Earth that it provides a convincing alien world without needing a lot of digital effects. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. The tall, pillar-like mountains in this park were the main inspiration for the floating Hallelujah Mountains in the movie Avatar. The real-life landscape features hundreds of towering sandstone pillars that are often surrounded by mist, making them look like they are floating. The film's designers use this natural wonder as a direct reference, digitally removing the ground below to create the fantastical world of Pandora. Dubrovnik. The city of King's Landing from Game of Thrones was filmed extensively in Dubrovnik. The city's real medieval stone walls, seaside cliffs, and red-tiled roofs made it the perfect real-world counterpart. Dubrovnik's history as a wealthy and powerful port city added a layer of authenticity to the fictional capital. The filmmakers were able to use the existing streets and buildings to create a believable and lived-in fantasy world. Villa del Balbianello. This beautiful villa on Lake Como is used in films to represent a perfect, peaceful paradise. It was the location of Anakin and Padme's wedding in Star Wars, and where James Bond recovers in Casino Royale. The stunning terraced gardens and scenic views make it an ideal setting for a story's quiet moments. It often represents a temporary escape from the conflict and danger in the characters' lives. Hobbiton. This is a unique case where a film set was built to be permanent. For The Lord of the Rings, the production team built an entire village to match the descriptions from the books. The houses are built into the sides of hills with round doors and detailed gardens. The goal was to create a place that looked completely natural and lived in. Today, it remains a tourist attraction, a real piece of functional, fictional architecture. Chand Baori Stepwell. This ancient stepwell was used as the prison known as the Pit in The Dark Knight Rises. The real structure is a deep well lined with thousands of crisscrossing stone steps in a perfectly symmetrical pattern. This design creates a confusing and intimidating visual. In the movie, this real-world architectural wonder was used to create a prison that felt ancient, inescapable, and psychologically challenging. Redwood National Park. The giant redwood forests in this park were used as the filming location for the forest moon of Endor in Return of the Jedi. The trees here are among the tallest in the world, and their massive trunks create a sense of natural, ancient scale. The setting was chosen to contrast the natural world of the Ewoks with the cold, industrial technology of the Empire, making the forest itself an important part of the story. Salar de Uyuni. The world's largest salt flat served as the planet crate in Star Wars, The Last Jedi. The location is a huge, flat expanse of white salt. A key feature is that a red mineral layer lies just beneath the surface. This was used to create a stunning visual effect during the film's final battle, where speeders kicked up bright red trails against the pure white ground, turning the action into a dramatic visual spectacle. Plaza de España. This large, semicircular plaza was used as the city of Theed on the planet Naboo in Star Wars: Attack of the Clones. The real location is a grand government building complex known for its mix of architectural styles, intricate tilework, and Venetian-style canals. Its sweeping, curved colonnades and bridges gave the fictional city a feeling of classical elegance and grandeur, perfectly suiting the peaceful and sophisticated culture of Naboo shown in the film. Philadelphia City Hall. In the movie 12 Monkeys, this building served as the interior of a bleak mental institution. The real building is an elaborate example of Second Empire architecture, with ornate and highly detailed rooms. The filmmakers used this existing grandeur but filmed it in a way that made it feel decayed and oppressive. This contrast between the building's original beautiful design and its new, disturbing function created a powerful and unsettling atmosphere for the film. City of Arts and Sciences. This complex of modern buildings, designed by architect Santiago Calatrava, looks like it came from the future. Its sleek, skeletal structures of white concrete and glass are often used in shows like Westworld to represent a clean, advanced, and utopian society. The architecture is so futuristic on its own that it requires very few digital effects to convincingly portray a world far ahead of our own. Old Royal Naval College. This historic site in London is a very popular filming location because of its grand, classical architecture. It was designed by the famous architect Sir Christopher Wren. Its large courtyards and symmetrical buildings can stand in for many different time periods and places. It has been used for everything from a battle scene in Thor, The Dark World, to 18th century London in Pirates of the Caribbean. Tikal National Park. The hidden rebel base on Yavin 4 in the original Star Wars is a real place. The scenes were filmed at the ancient Mayan city of Tikal. The iconic shot of a lookout watching for the Millennium Falcon was filmed atop one of the site's massive temples. The filmmakers chose this location because the pyramid-like structures rising above the dense jungle canopy created an immediate sense of an ancient, mysterious, and well-hidden civilization, perfect for a secret military outpost. Stanley Hotel. The Overlook Hotel, from Stephen King's The Shining, is a combination of two real places. The Stanley Hotel in Colorado was the original inspiration for the story, known for its grand, isolated feel. For the movie's exterior shots, however, director Stanley Kubrick used the Timberline Lodge in Oregon. Its remote mountain location and imposing architectural style were perfect for creating a sense of being trapped and overwhelmed by the vast, empty wilderness, making the hotel itself a central character in the horror. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, consider liking and subscribing for more content. Let me know in the comments what iconic film location you think I should have included.